What you're looking at here is a cardboard slipcover edition from the Neon Mickey era. This is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which was one of the first Disney films to be released on video back in 1980. This is in stereo. You also got the mention of the Academy Awards that got back in 1954. This was a pretty revolutionary movie for its time in terms of the special effects. Of course, the label is just like the 1985 to 1986 Disney videos with the Neon Mickey, except it's in a cardboard slipcover case. These were released in the summer of 1986 for a promotion surrounding Alice in Wonderland's Classics release. It came in a cardboard slipcover case. This was a former rental. I got this at a rental store that was closing. And the movie itself is wonderful. I recommend it if you haven't seen it. It's being remade. I don't know when it's supposed to be, like 2011 or 2012 maybe. And according to rumors, David Lynch will direct the remake. According to rumors, I'm not sure if that's true or not. I'll have to look that up again. But all that aside, this is a good example of a Neon Mickey edition. And it will most likely have the Neon Mickey logo at the beginning of the tape. I've never seen a tape with this packaging begin with the Sorcerer Mickey logo. If there's any out there that exist and if you've seen it, please tell me. Alright, what you're looking at here is a Disney video in the Walt Disney Studio Film Collection, which included the great live-action films of Disney. Some of them are not even well known as some of the other ones. Treasure Island was the first all live-action Disney film, and what is interesting is that when it was re-released in 1975 theatrically, it had to be edited to get a G rating because it originally received a PG from the MPAA. But this 1991 or 92 VHS was when it was first seen in its uncut version ever since its initial release. Funny thing is the tape label says G, but the box itself says PG. One of the rare older Disney films to have a PG rating. Usually they shoot for the G rating. This tape, I believe, was released November 22nd, 1991. I have to look it up again. Other sources say it was 92, like some sources say it wasn't released in its uncut version until 1992. The print date on it should be... Print date is June 28th, 1992. So yeah, it's either 91 or 92. I'd have to look that up again. I'll probably... When I solve that, there'll be an annotation. So that's the only Walt Disney Studio Film Collection tape that I have. Alright, here's a perfect example of a Walt Disney Masterpiece edition. This is Snow White, the title that started the line. Just like how Snow White started the Platinum editions and the Diamond editions. And this was the first time Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was ever released on home video. And Disney originally wasn't going to put it on home video along with Fantasia, because that title had been considered especially important. But the time came to release it on video, and it did so well. It sold about 50 million copies worldwide, and it outshined several other movies on VHS that year, including Jurassic Park. And it's the first, it's Walt Disney's first feature-length animated film, and the first feature-length film in Technicolor that also, had a narrative for the most part, because the first animated feature films were either political, like Stabs or other. Then there was like The Adventures of Prince Ahmed. That was from 1926. That was all silhouettes. So, contrary to what this video case says, and contrary to what some people say, Snow White was not the first animated feature ever made. There were some before that, but prints of some of the first were lost. But this is a stellar example of a Masterpiece edition. And one note, the early Masterpiece editions open with the Walt Disney Home Video logo, but then once the Masterpiece series got their own logo, the tapes started getting repressed with them with different previews. This one still keeps the Roy Disney intro, but this copy has the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection logo. I think Super Fun for Everyone uploaded the version with the Walt Disney Home Video logo at the beginning. And I think he uploaded some other previews, like to the earlier pressings of Robin Hood and Dumbo in the Masterpiece Collection line that have the Walt Disney Home Video logo. I think the only Masterpiece Edition tape that doesn't have it after the logo was created was the Black Cauldron tape from 1988. And here comes the Masterpiece Edition logo. There's the Roy Disney intro from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Of course, as you know, it has the remix of the Walt Disney Classics theme. The Aristocats is an interesting variation. It has the feature presentation voiceover over it. Walt Disney Pictures logo there. Here is a good example of a Disney video with the gold Walt Disney Home Video logo. These videos weren't in any specific line. They were just regular releases from Walt Disney Home Video. This is the original VHS of Toy Story, which I find kind of funny that it just is Disney's Toy Story. The Pixar credit's not on there. The Pixar credit is just on the bottom there. Of course, with the next Pixar feature, it would say Disney Pixar's. And, of course, Toy Story. This was a huge seller on VHS. And it's been re-released several times, most recently on Blu-ray as a part of a box set with the second and third one. I don't have the box, and nor do I really want to get the box. I just have the 2 Blu-rays of 1 and 2 and the Blu-ray of 3. I don't need the box. And also, I wasn't too crazy about the packaging either. All that aside, this is a good example of a Disney VHS tape with the gold Walt Disney Home Video logo. They would either have a blue background, a bright blue background, or a black background. So there's little variations there. And you might think, well, what's the real difference? I mean, just the color. But collectors like us, we search for those minor little variations. It's no different from other collections if there's a different pressing that is unique to the other. That's what us Disney video collectors look for. So that's a gold Walt Disney Home Video logo tape. Here comes the gold Walt Disney Home Video logo. Different feature presentation logo there. This is from the Toy Story VHS. There it was. That green format screen. This is a Walt Disney Gold Classic Collection tape. This is The Rescuers Down Under. These were also on DVD. I have 2, The Sword in the Stone and The Black Cauldron. Of course, as you know, The Rescuers Down Under was the sequel to Disney's 1977 hit. And this is the last time it was released on DVD. They should re-release it on Blu-ray sometime soon. Especially this film, because it was the first done in caps, meaning it was the first Disney film done without cells. It was shot and animated digitally, of course with the drawing, and scanned onto the computers. I think the backgrounds and the drawings were digitally inked and painted. And they had their own logo, but the music for the logo was from the gold Walt Disney Home Video logo. Alright, here comes the Walt Disney Gold Classics Collection logo. Same music as the gold Walt Disney Home Video logo. By 2003, when Finding Nemo came out, they didn't really have different lines for the different videos anymore. Now that everything was going into DVD, you might be thinking, why do you have a VHS of Nemo? That's when DVD was going downhill. Back when Nemo came on DVD and VHS, I didn't have a DVD player in my room, so I wanted to get a copy that I could watch. And it's in great condition. And there's the label. It's not one of the black labels that they pressed on there. For some time, Disney used a black label, but it looked a lot like their silkscreen labels. It even has a print date on it. Fascinating. Of course, I've got the DVD. I want to know when this is coming to Blu-ray. So yeah, it a good example of a later era Disney video. I think the very last Disney VHS tape was Bambi 2 in 2006. Either that or it was Cinderella Platinum Edition or Bambi Platinum Edition, 2005 or 2006. I wonder if anyone even has a copy of the 2006 VHS of Bambi. I think I've seen one before. I remember seeing a VHS copy of The Incredibles once. So yeah, those were some examples of Disney videos there from the 90s up until now.